And welcome to my personal website, which is also my final project for new media production class. So as you can see, I used a bootstrap theme. So it was called Minimal, as you can see here. Thought it was a pretty clean look, very simple, very easy to navigate, um, but also just a kind of a good looking theme. So as you can see, I have my headshot right here. So as soon as someone reaches my website, they know who I am, kind of what I look like, how really kind of tell like how old I am, and then used a background that it was a picture that I took in New Zealand when I was traveling, following my sophomore year. I've got my personal logo, OM, my initials right here, as well as in the tab up here. Got my name and then a quick caption about my website. So you can also click the menu in the top right. The home is what I'm on, so it's right there. I've got an About Me section. So if you click that, it'll scroll down. And here you can see just kind of what I'm studying, what I'm doing at the University of Georgia, a little bit about hobbies that I like, sports and music. Then the next little blurb is kind of about what I've been doing in new media production, and there's a hyperlink that brings you to the rest of my portfolio. So if you click that, I've got this is actually my old homepage, and as you can see, it's kind of a tacky look, not very personalized, which is why I decided to kind of renovate it for my final project. So here I've got all my other assignments. The eye catchers one that's kind of funny. Scroll around, it'll track the mouse, and then just really everything we've been doing in the class up until now. So gonna go back to the homepage. So from there, there's also a hyperlink where you can email me. So if I were to have the email set up, that would direct straight to me. I've got to check out my resume tab where you can click that, and it will lead you to a PDF of my resume as of December of this year. So I've got typical education, work experience, project experience, and some campus and community involvement. So that's kind of for employers if they stumble across my website. I do need to add my web address to my resume. From there, you can either scroll or click on the menu, go to my portfolio. So this is the web projects that I've done. So these are kind of the ones I'm more proud of. And so as you can see, you've got a little scrolling carousel of an iPhone with a photoshopped picture of my homepage for 3 different sites. They also come along with a caption. So start at the first one. I've got a WordPress site with kind of a sports blog that I've wrote some things on. So I've got another about me, contact me, a little calendar that shows sporting events or some pictures of sporting events I've been to. There's also a calendar which will display games that I'm interested in coming up. Actually, need to put in some more ones. But as you can see, in November, I had some Falcons, UGA, and Hawks games. And then I've got just some articles. Let's see, we'll go to Kyler Murray, AP Player of the Year. So this is just a little quick blurb about Kyler Murray winning the AP Player of the Year and what it means for the Heisman. So this was before he was awarded the Heisman Trophy. He was kind of going through the history of difference between AP Player of the Year and the Heisman winners, and I did indeed predict Kyler Murray to come home with the trophy. Got some categories go to that'll filter out things. Then I've got a Sports Illustrated widget on the right that'll come up with the most recent top stories going on in sports. Go back to our homepage here. Next, I've got let me let it scroll. I should just click down here. So this is my first Bootstrap website. So I can click on this. It'll lead to a personal website. Another one, kind of a little bit about me, some career aspirations. You can click on the top, just like my homepage now. And it'll scroll down. So kind of what I want to do in my career. Some places I might want to live. I've got a Meet My Family tab, and each of these F's will lead to said family member's Facebook page. Got another place where you can email me, a little bit about some travels I've done. So this is actually the picture that I have in my homepage. So you can click that and take a look. It will show kind of a little caption about what the significance of that location is, where it is. You can roll over and it will display the city that it was taken in. Keep scrolling down, a little blog from the bleachers, some stories about the Braves playoff game. This is my house that I live in Athens with the location of it, and then another Google form and some more contact information. Lastly, I put the jukebox here. This shows it's a Remember the Titans soundtrack, and I can scroll, drag and drop a picture. And it will display different songs and titles to songs and the singer and the artist of it. And then lastly, I've got some games I've been to. This is just kind of a fun little tab that scrolls through, just another carousel that will show different games that I've been to in my college career that I've enjoyed. And then lastly, keep scrolling. I've got a contact me page. You can type things here, hit send message, and that will go straight to my email. And then lastly, over here in my menu, I've got, it'll bring each little icon will bring you to my social sites. So I've got Facebook, Twitter, and that's LinkedIn. It'll go to my Twitter, some things I tweet out about. My LinkedIn, which looks like I have to renovate, fix that up. And then lastly, an email, little envelope, and that will also email straight to me. So that is my final project and my personal website homepage. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for a great semester.